We are getting closer to the end of this episodes. Today we are going to discuss living authentically. You spent enough time trying to be what others expected. You've worn the mask, laid the path, leave the script. But deep down, you know that's not you. This is your permission slip. Okay? It's your permission slip now to live free, to live real, to live authentically. Living authentically is the fruit of facing your shadow and embracing your truth. It's the courage to stop pretending. Yes, we've gotten there. It's the courage to stop pretending. It's the truth and the strength to say, this is who I am and who I'm becoming by grace. Caution said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. But the world will pressure you to conform, to shrink, to stay in the box. They all want you to follow the status quo. Authenticity breaks that box. When you live from your true self, not the false self you created for approval, you start attracting real relationships, yes, meaningful work, and deep peace. You no longer fear rejection. Yes, you no longer fear rejection because the ones who love the real you are the ones worth keeping. Let's go back to Psalm 139 verse 14. It says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm talking to you, yeah. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You don't have to edit yourself to be worthy. You don't have to earn approval through performance. You don't need anybody's approval to live. Came into this world without anyone's approval. See, Jesus didn't die for a version of you. He died for the real you, raw, redeemed you. He died to redeem you. Authenticity isn't arrogance, it's alignment. It's walking in God's way. Okay? You don't need to apologize to anybody. I want you to write this down and reflect on them as we wrap up. Put them in their journal. What mask have I worn to gain approval or avoid rejection? Where in my life do I feel the pressure to perform instead of being myself? And 3, what's one way I can live more authentically? Reflect on these questions and let's use an illustration to conclude this episode. Let's visit this friend of mine called Lena. Lena always tried to fit in. At work, at church, even with friends, he struggles and tries to fit in. She said yes when she meant no. She smiled when she wanted to cry. But eventually, the pressure cracked her. In therapy and prayer, she began to rediscover her true voice. She left a toxic job and started her own creative business, rooted in her values. Now, she's not just successful, she is fulfilled. She doesn't need to force herself to fit in. She doesn't have to beg somebody to love her. Living authentically didn't cost her. It made room for what was real. The world needs you, not your performance, not your projection. I want you to say this with me. I am enough in Christ. I don't have tend to belong. I already belong. Today, I want you to choose oneself to show up as your authentic self. Maybe it's speaking your truth or speaking the truth. Maybe it's removing a mask. Maybe it's saying no so you can say yes to purpose. Next week, in our final episode, we are going to talk about walking in purpose. How to turn everything you've learned into your mission. See you in the next episode.